So, do you have a new Fire Stick? I thought I'd do a fresh video on how to set up new Fire Sticks, Fire TVs, a couple of apps you need to install, a few settings you need to turn off. Lots of people get new Fire Sticks or Fire TVs at this time of year, so we're going to take a right delve into it and have a look what you're meant to do. I haven't touched anything on this Fire Stick yet. This one is brand new. All I've done is turn it on and obviously logged into my account. Obviously, before we get started, if you can, do remember to hit subscribe if you're brand new here. Regular watchers, you may know a lot of this, but I'd really appreciate it if you watch through with me as well. So, we have all the videos you will need going forward for your Fire TV and your streaming. So, if you've just turned on a new Fire Stick and you want to, or even you might have just updated your Fire Stick, first things we're going to do, we need to make it available so you can install apps from outside of the Amazon App Store. Okay, so to do that, you're going to go to your settings. You're going to go down to My Fire TV. And what you're going to notice here, normally we would need an option called Developer Options. I do not have a Developer Options, and if you're on a new Fire Stick, you will not have Developer Options either. So what we need to do is click on where it says About, and where it says your name, where mine is a Fire TV Stick 4K Max, this is the new Gen 2, click it 7 times. And as you'll see at the bottom there, you're now one step away from being a developer. No need, you're already a developer once you've clicked it 7 times. So when you then go back, you now have in this list a developer options, which is great because in developer options, you have install unknown apps and ADB debugging. Okay, so in a bit, we're going to touch these and I'm going to show you in a minute. But now go back to your home screen and we're going to install the first app you need. Okay, the first app you need, you go to that magnifying glass and you type in here downloader. D-O-W-N, and what you'll see underneath, you'll see downloader appear. Click that and then click it and install it. This is like a web browser for your Fire TV device. So what you can do with this, once you've got it downloaded, you can then use this application to maybe access my website or other websites to install apps. Okay, so back to your home screen. Now we will find that app. So if you go to your 3 squares and a plus, go down to My Apps. Down the bottom here, you will see Downloader. Let me get my head out the way. If you would like to move this app, if you push the button which has 3 lines on it on your remote, it will bring you up a menu. You can move it anywhere you want or just move to front. And then it's on your list of apps here as well. Okay. What we're going to do now, quickly before we open it, we're going to go to your settings again, go to My Fire TV, back in those developer options. So you click on developer options and you're going to turn on install unknown apps for the downloader app. This allows downloader to install other applications that are not from Amazon App Store. Turn this option on only if you install apps from reliable sources as a developer. But you can install it from my website or some of the other good YouTubers out there. So we turn that on. You would also want ADB debugging turned on, so that can make the connection over the internet to install those applications. Brilliant. Now we're going to open the app, and this is really important. When you open the app, allow downloader to access photos, media, and files on your device. You must allow this as well. If you do not allow this, downloader will not work. If it can't access your photos and media files, it can't download an application and save it. Click allow, and then you can click OK. Okay, here is where you will enter any web address, or you can just type a search term as well. My code is linked underneath this video if you wanted to try it out. It is 75726, but that's also linked in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Brilliant. That will now allow you to be able to install anything you want. If you want videos or more details on how to set up and what to install, check out the channel because we've got all those videos already made. Brilliant. Next one, we're going to turn a couple of settings off. Just to keep your device safe, stop you being tracked. So you should do this as soon as you get a Fire Stick. You should go to your preferences. And in here, there's quite a few little settings you should turn off. We will start from here. The first one we're going to turn off is featured content. That stops videos auto-playing as adverts, okay? Notifications. We don't need the notifications on a Fire Stick. So you want do not interrupt to on. Data usage monitoring. You want this turned off. Monitor data consumption on your Amazon Fire TV Stick 4K Max. You don't need this on unless you are on maybe a limited data internet plan. If that's the case, you can turn it on. Privacy settings. Cookie consent. Allow use of cookies, device identifiers, and similar tools to enhance your advertising experience on this Fire TV. I don't want them keeping any cookies of what I do on my device, so I'm going to decline that. Device usage data. Use personal data collected by the operating system of this device for marketing and product improvement purposes. No, thank you. Collect app usage data. Allow App Store to collect information on the frequency and duration of use of downloaded apps. Nope. Interest-based ads. No, thank you. And they're all off for you, okay? They're the ones you really need to turn off to stop anyone tracking your device and knowing what you're doing with your applications. Next one is more of a personal preference. There's two of actually. Display and audio. Under audio, you can turn off this audio, the navigation sounds. Let me just unmute it. Can you hear the clicking? That audio sound is really annoying. So under there, you can turn off those navigation sounds. That one's more of a personal preference. Don't know if you want to do that one yourself, but that's completely up to you on that one. Okay. Next up, what we're going to do is install an application which allows you to close background applications. Okay, so if there's apps open in the background. So in your magnifying glass, type in search and type in background apps and processes. BAC. There it is. Background apps and processes list. Get this one and install this one as well. This is another good one because what happens is when you open applications on a Firestick, the more you use, they don't always fully shut down. So this one will have apps running in the background. So what happens is, for instance, if I've opened up iPlayer, I'm just going to click it quickly. Oh, it's not installed. If I've opened up a few apps anyway, when you go to My Apps, open that background apps and processes list, it will show you what apps are running. So what you want to do is be able to close this. Obviously, we've only opened up Downloader so fast. So you can close all apps, and it'll give you the option to force stop it. And then you have none. But I can guarantee you, if you've opened loads of apps, when you click on close all apps, you'll probably have 10 to 15 apps running in the background, using up your RAM and using up your settings. Brilliant. Okay, the next thing you might be interested in, the final thing, you might want a VPN. VPN are used on streaming devices for protection of your information. Also for accessing geo-locked content. So some apps may only work in America. Your apps when you're on holiday might be for the UK, might not work when you're on holiday. Things like hotel Wi-Fi might block you accessing your apps. But if you use your VPN, that will help. So underneath, this is a personal option as well. If you want to, I will link the VPN we work with, which is IPVanish. IPVanish is one of the cheapest, but one of the fastest VPN speeds. If you want to know more about it, we are affiliated with them, so we do get a small commission, but the link is directly underneath for you as well. Brilliant. And finally, obviously you want to subscribe to the channel because that way you can see all these videos here. If you look at some of these popular ones, we've got how to set up a Firestick with nearly 2 million views, a load of settings to turn off, how to install the KODI app, maybe an adult app, all on here. So you can find all these things and you'll be able to have the best streaming experience. And ideally, most of it is all for free. Brilliant. So I've been Doc Squatty. Thank you all for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you soon.